Hi again, and welcome to part 2 of our Liberation Building exploration.
The tangible remnants of the Axis powers, from battle-worn flags to captured weaponry, serve as stark reminders of the global tyranny that was dismantled.
Symbols of the Nazi regime were not just removed, but physically destroyed, as seen in this bullet-riddled metal plate that once projected power.
American GIs brought these artifacts home in canvas duffel bags, souvenirs of a hard-won victory authorized for transport back to the States.
But victory required more than battlefield dominance. It demanded accountability, leading to the International Military Tribunal for the Far East, where leaders were tried for war crimes.
The ultimate price for these crimes is embodied by this grim artifact, the execution hood worn by Hideki Tojo, the architect of Japan's war machine.
Across the globe, in Nuremberg, similar tribunals utilized cutting-edge translation technology to prosecute the architects of the Holocaust. Prosecutors relied on meticulous documentation, such as these charts detailing the command structures of concentration camps like Buchenwald. Physical evidence, including this simple ring of keys, unlocked the horrific reality of the detention centers where millions suffered. Complex diagrams mapped out the chilling efficiency of the German police and SS, exposing the bureaucratic nature of the terror state. From the ashes of this lawlessness emerged a new global standard, championed by Eleanor Roosevelt with the creation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
This foundational document enshrined the principle that all human beings are born free and equal, a direct rebuttal to the ideologies of the Axis powers.
Post-war efforts also focused on physical and ideological rebuilding, replacing street signs bearing tyrants' names with the promise of the Marshall Plan and democracy.
We look back to understand the scale of the threat, symbolized by Hitler's grandiose architectural ambitions that sought to reshape Europe in his image. The regime's control extended to culture itself, dictating what was considered true art, while purging modern works as degenerate. This scale model reveals the megalomaniacal vision for a new Germania, intended to showcase the dominance of the Third Reich. Parts of this vision included the proposed Führer Museum, for which Hitler personally scouted masterpieces during state visits to Italy. To fill these halls, the Nazis orchestrated the systematic looting of Europe's cultural treasures, stealing priceless works from museums and private collections. The plunder extended to personal luxury, evident in the opulence of silver trays and decorative boxes belonging to the Nazi elite. This ornate ceramic container, decorated with swastikas and a lion, exemplifies the regime's obsession with branding every aspect of their lives. Identified as Hermann Göring's cigarette box, this artifact connects the unimaginable scale of war crimes to the specific individuals who ordered them. Soldiers often carried their faith into the foxholes, clutching pocket Bibles and prayer books as spiritual armor against the horrors of war. Military chaplains supported them on the front lines, equipped with official credentials and portable kits to minister to troops wherever they deployed. Back home, communities tracked the fate of their sons with solemn markers, like this church plaque categorizing the living, the missing, and the lost. Wooden honor rolls stood in town centers and parish halls,
listing row after row of names to memorialize every local man who marched away to serve.
Chaplains like Norman Long served alongside them, wearing the standard uniform but distinguished by the symbols of their holy orders displayed on their chest.
This chaplain's stole, embroidered with both the Christian cross and the American eagle, illustrates the dual loyalty to God and country held by military clergy. Field equipment, like this stenciled communion kit, was designed to be rugged and portable, ensuring the sacraments could be transported to the front lines.
Battered and worn, the case shielded delicate religious vessels as it moved with the chaplain through the harsh conditions of the theater of war.
The museum's architecture reflects this somber history, offering a quiet, light-filled chapel space for visitors to pause and reflect on the cost of liberty.
The legacy of that generation is further honored here, celebrating veterans who returned home to continue serving their country in the halls of government.
Detailed artifacts, such as this cylindrical communion set belonging to a Navy chaplain, highlight the specialized tools used to maintain morale at sea. Inside these kits, simple glass cups allowed soldiers to partake in communion, finding a brief moment of sacred peace amidst the violence of combat.
Ultimately, every artifact connects back to a single individual, represented here by the humble dog tag of a soldier who answered the call.
Archival footage of the harbor's enduring legacy. These stories of sacrifice and service are preserved within the Liberation Pavilion, a wing dedicated to exploring the forces of freedom at home and abroad.
This partnership unites history and travel. I've never been anywhere history is not.